EA Sports. It's in the game.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw is Watson, dancing to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Check 43.
They'll go with Foreman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now, after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut, taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Come off the ball.
To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this is caught by Fowles, right side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Ginn. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying to...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. 16 yards, a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on second and 10. Breeze, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Breeze going to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he is all the way up past the 25. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Motion.
From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They start the second half with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come out and bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Check my 47. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. Nobody there to stop him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Ginn. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 12, Brees toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Sammy!
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Jones. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans add on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And it's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready. Yellow weighty. 41 Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 85 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 53 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Rush in, rush in. Go.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no bench was.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control.
Here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Brees. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Brees. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Kill! 22 jet bomber.
Latavius Murray. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Saints 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike 47. Hey, 59.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The 25-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints 47-yard line.
I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Texans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm a real top shotter. Top shotter, roll on the wrist, think I'm in bed, a lot of shit lately. I gave it all up, started over from Good luck. Good luck. I be sending my prayers up to God. Pain from the struggle. I ain't never had shit. Shine.